Hello everyone. So I'm going to explain today the first introduction chapter to HBR guide of performance management. This is just an introduction about this guide and what it will explain and why it is necessary for us to study performance management again for a new age of work. So basically, the first slide that we have talks about the traditional performance methods and what were the problems with it and why performance management methods and tools are changing today. So basically, there were three main problems with traditional methods. The three problems were holding a performance management session once a year would take a lot of time. So a traditional method basically is nothing but a manager sitting with their employee mostly on an annual basis where they conduct and talk whatever happened through the entire year and then give them points and procedures of improvement. And also many organizations give a rating as well. So this takes a lot of time because sitting with the employee and reviewing a whole years of work and giving suggestions and improvement points for a whole year to come ahead of them and basing a rating only on that takes a lot of time. So this is a time consuming process. It is also it is also a way for stress for the employee because you're doing so many things throughout a year. You don't know what will get counted, you don't know what will not get counted, and that creates stress for that one performance rating day. Also, these approaches do not guarantee improvement in any way because you don't know how much the employee will gauge in a year, like in a meeting, suggestions in a meeting for a whole year. So you don't know if this is going to guarantee, as a manager, you don't know if this is going to guarantee improvement. And also, today's processes are agile. So there are many companies that follow agile processes on an everyday basis. And that means that the employees are sitting with their teams every day to discuss the changes that are happening. So if they're discussing this with their teams every day and then sitting with the manager only once a year, it doesn't follow the fast paced environment. Going on to the next slide, what are the three main goals that this guide achieves? The three main goals that this guide wants to achieve is developing individual skills and abilities of the employees, rewarding all the employees equitably. So there should be a process in performance management where they all benefit, all the stakeholders, all the employees, the manager, the organization as well, and driving overall organizational performance. Obviously, as a manager, you're an organizational entity, you will also think about the organization, so you want the performance to go up. The evolution of performance management, what is the difference in today's processes? So today's processes prize creativity and innovation, and you cannot actually judge creativity and innovation for a year because that's a lot of time. Your knowledge and your ideas are what are getting tested and they keep on changing, so you cannot wait a year for an annual review. And also today's marking schemes are not easily countable units, so they are always counted in terms of knowledge and ideas, and you really can't measure that. So this is the main difference today. So we'll go ahead and see what has changed in an overview. So nowadays, organizations have started having more frequent reviews. So they often happen semi-annually or quarterly, and also they involve going ongoing check-ins and also opportunities for feedback. So let's say a manager is asking you to give a feedback every 2 months. So you have a lot of time to communicate with your manager or give him a feedback really frequently, and you have a lot of open communication in this way. Then different approaches may be needed, and those different professionals, some examples are, let's say salaried professionals need a different approach than hourly professionals because they both work in completely different ways. Then you also weigh teammates' contributions these days. So you just don't report to a manager, but your teammates also have a say in how you're performing. Are you good in a team? Do you gel with other people as well? And all these things. And also your teammate has a say in your annual rating. So you obviously have to work in a good way with your teammates as good as you're working with your manager. Also, there is a great example of two companies who have followed the agile process and they have changed their performance management completely. One is Deloitte. So Deloitte conducted a public survey where they came to know that 58% of their staff feels that the annual survey is not even, you know, they're not managing performance for sure, but they are not even driving employee engagement. So Deloitte came to know, so their performance management is actually giving nothing to the employees. So what they did is they deleted elements like 360-degree feedback, yeah, and once a year review. They deleted all this, and they started focusing on performance snapshots. That is, employees immediate manager, let's say my immediate manager, he answers 4 future focused interviews and questions where he tells 4 things that he would want to do with me, not what he thinks about me, but what are the 4 things that he would want me to improve on. Let's say, what are the 4 things that he would want me to gain. So all those, when you answer those 4 questions, you are actually telling everything you need to tell about that employee. So that was a great move by Deloitte. The other company is Netflix. Netflix completely eliminated their formal evaluations. They completely switch to informal reviews. So informal reviews are, you do not actually answer um, specified questions, but you just give a review about the person, like informally. So that also drives open communication. And also, people identify what their colleagues should start, or continue doing. So here again, the point where your teammates are actually giving in peer review. So this also gives you an all-round development. So now the main question that arises at the end of this is, why does performance management still matter? So performance management still matters because there is a stake for every stakeholder in this. And routinizing the management and employee performance can help every organization and every manager make the most of its resources. So you do need to sit with your manager. It's just that you need to change the process of it. And also, we are seeing the shareholders and investors observe better performance when there is open communication. Employees observe better performances, and employees appreciate focused goals. So if there is somebody who's working towards a goal, they always appreciate it. So this is why performance management matters, and this was the introduction to the guide. I hope you like it. Thank you.